Welcome to Letters to Rising Leaders. It's a podcast series about God, soul, love, and leadership. And I'm your host, Tom Mohr. If you're joining along in my book, Letters to Rising Leaders, this is week 25, and the topic is Behold the Beauty. What's beauty? Beauty, I think, is that special quality of something or someone that evokes in us a sense of awe. I think when we see beauty around us, what we're really seeing is God's divine light shining through. Because God's in all things. And He's constantly radiating out His love, His beauty, if we will only take a moment to see it. Have you ever noticed that the moment we attempt to analyze why something that is in front of us is beautiful, the very act of doing that analyzing shatters the spell? As if we, by doing so, chase away the soul of the thing. Beauty is simply experienced. It touches our hearts, I think, because we sense how fleeting and how fragile it is. Whether that be due to the mortality of the thing itself, the lightning bug or the monarch butterfly or the flower, or perhaps because of our own mortality, that as we stand in front of the ocean watching the sunrise or stand on top of a mountain looking at the vista, there is no guarantee we will ever be there again. Life is short. We can't know the day or the hour that our life will end on earth. And that's why in the midst of our busy lives, it's so important to pause once in a while, to look around, to behold the beauty. Because if we don't see it, we can't be changed by it. We can't experience the joy, the gratitude. Beauty inspires us in the world and in the people that we encounter in the world. My wife, Pageen, and I first met at a party. I was in my late 20s, and I asked her to dance. We jitterbugged, and I flipped her. She didn't see it coming, but I lifted her right up into the air, 360-degree spin, hands over feet, and I'm happy to report her feet did land safely on the floor again. And we began a wonderful relationship. And she quickly got the better of me because soon enough she had flipped my heart. And it's remained flipped for the past 39 years. In our lives, we've gone through many twists and turns, triumphs and struggles, all experienced together. Now, for the past year and a half, Pageen has been on quite a health odyssey. What began as a kidney stone led to the discovery of a growth on her adrenal gland, pumping way too much adrenaline into her body. And it stressed her heart so much that she had to have a surgery, and it was a dangerous one. And it was just before Christmas 2022. She spent 6 days in ICU after the surgery, had a heart attack, had 3 cardiac arrests. Thank goodness in ICU, in all cases, they were able to catch the situation quickly, and they put a stent in. They gave her a pacemaker. She had other complications she had to deal with. And it was a scary, scary time. I found myself awakened deeply to the beauty of my relationship with her. And after she was wheeled in for her first surgery, I wrote a poem, and I want to read it to you. It's called I Just Left. I just left. She was on her bed on wheels. Surgery beckons. they've come to roll her in. Hope, fright, powerlessness, plea, that's how it feels. But it's love that fills my heart from deep within. In prep, we talked about our many blessings, the gratitude that animates our hearts. Then she took my hand and just began caressing until nurse came and asked me to depart. I love her. 3 words so filled with beauty. Thank you, God, for all our treasured time. What this day will yield, I can't yet see, but I trust your holy, goodness-filled design. Never take for granted the beauty around you. Behold it. Cherish it. Let it astound you. Now, by the grace of God, Pageen has made a full recovery, and God willing, we'll spend many years together. How about you? Where is the beauty in your life? I encourage you to behold the beauty, to honor and protect and nurture it. At Pageen's in my wedding 39 years ago, I played a song I'd written called Our Wedding Song, and it's the song for this week. Here it is. Do you recall the northern lights that played and danced on love's first night? As they danced upon a star, I fell in love with who you are. Remember when, in faltering voice, I asked if you would be my lifelong choice? You looked at me, then I knew. Love begins at God's consent, and I know our love was heaven sent. Today a pledge we share for life. I am your husband, you are my wife. Friends and family far and near have come to share good tidings and good cheer. They celebrate the joy of life. As time goes on, this simple song will drift into our memories, but our love will grow stronger with the years. Love begins at God's consent, and I know our love was heaven sent. Today a pledge we share for life. I am your husband, you are my wife. I love you, Peg. Never take for granted the beauty around you. Behold it. Cherish it. Let it astound you. Well, that's it for today. I hope you'll join us next week for the next episode in this Letters to Rising Leaders podcast series. As I say each week, leader of goodness, go in faith to love and heal the world.